Fresh J's. Another thing that happened this weekend was Kevin Hart. I know his special came out weeks ago, people. We know that. Like, it's old news. But he wants to keep talking about it. So we definitely got something to comment on.
Kev.
I think he should just let it go, man. Like, the whole stand-up thing, just go be a movie star. You heard it here first. Jonathan Tumblin thinks Kevin Hart should just go be a movie star. Like, you're going to make the money, man. Like, you don't need to tell us any stories until you're like 50-something. Because you do have a good stand-up gene. I feel like he does have a good presentation gene, right? But when he gets older, I feel like all his his lack of lazy-ass comedy, that's what it is. It's just whatever he thinks he's just going to say. It's not even putting in the effort anymore, you know what I mean? Like, so you should take a break.
I think he a little bit exposed himself. Look, I still love Kevin Hart's stand up. His shit is fire. He did change the game in some ways. Yeah. Okay, so I just want to say out loud. But he exposed himself as the kind of not as versatile
That's what
he
I'm
did
saying.
on here. Like, you saw him in a way for what he was. But I'm looking super closely as a comic. But even people that aren't comedians I've talked to were like, we know what you do. We know your cadence now. We know your little tools that you bring out for comedy.
Yeah.
Now, but looking at it on some other shit though, he talked about his daughter in the first one being a baby,
right? And it's
and now he talk about her being older now, growing up. Which, like, if we look away from it, maybe we'll be able to see that. But just like on this, that was like, yo, that's kind of cool that you. And he brings that up. He says, yo, y'all watched her. I talk about her. If you look back on my shit, you've seen me develop, and I'm older now.
Right.
You know, that was kind of cool. But I mean, I'm not gonna. Like, it wasn't like snatching a laugh out of me. I'll be real. It never did. But I respect it. And also, though, I didn't finish it when I first watched it. And then watching he got on, when we're talking about defending it, he got on Clubhouse. There was apparently a Clubhouse that they got on, and they called it, Is Kevin Hart Funny? And they were talking about it. Then Kevin Hart got on there with his whole Lynn and Stink and like all them people, whatever, Slink Johnson.
The Plastic Cup Boys.
What's his name? Stink? What's it?
Stink.
And then all the other people he got on.
Oh,
Spank.
My bad.
Sorry, we know you and you are hilarious, but whatever. They got on and they were in the room and he was like talking about him, and then people started kissing his ass, honestly. But then some girl kissing his ass and like saying all these other things, and then some girls might have asked him, well, why'd you say the thing about the hoe? You know, you're calling your daughter a hoe. That wasn't that cool. He talked about that, and he talked about other things, and then he kind of talked about how black people are welcome to tear down other black people, which that's some real shit. That we do. But also, we're a smaller community. We're not huge, and we're not that small where we can't hold each other accountable for shit. Yeah. If you black and you come out with some trash shit, you should be called out for it. You should be held you should be held accountable.
So that's another way to spin that whenever somebody does something that's not received with mass love, you say, oh, now you don't support your
Y'all
people.
love tearing black people down.
Yeah, it's like,
we ain't that small no more, bro.
I was just telling you that
we're big enough now where we can say some of your shit is booty.
Could have done better.
Yes, and that's how you create good quality shit. Get out, hot flames.
Yeah.
Hot flames.
But like at some point he should realize also that he's kind of just open micing to the world when he does comedy. You know what I mean? Like people are coming out to support you, they're paying money. You know what I'm saying?
And it seems like you're not even working your shit.
You're not even like, you're not giving them what. And he said it himself, like, you on my own shit, buy my own app. You trying to be like Jay-Z? You're not. This comedy, bro. Like, no, like we want you to stay consistent.
And it needs to with
your talent level.
You need to deliver.
Like, I don't need to hear the same story, but your talent level need to be the same. Like when he was doing he was the callback king, man. He'll make you listen to a whole story.
He was,
and he'll just start punching you in the face with shit you already heard, and you're like, damn. Like, this dude is great. And now he's like more so just like monologuing on stage like open mic. Like he had Marty's or some shit.
Like we know
like,
you.
Like, bro, come on, man.
Shit,
like
yes.
we know who you are. Yeah, we did grow with you.
You're not working it. But you had 18 years to make that first one. And that shit was fire. And the next couple ones, I'll be honest, the next couple, the first three slapped. But it's not me to say what was fire or not. But from a marketing aspect, what he talked about was, yes, I went on there and I talked about it. A girl posted up this whole thing, which this could have been a marketing ploy. great. It made me go look at it. She said Kevin Hart was on Clubhouse defending Bill Cosby and defending R. Kelly and defending how he called his daughter a hoe.
Oh my
Something. Black women don't like white women. Black men don't like black. Some bullshit. Some shit. Okay. And something that was tied up in this certain language to trigger a whole bunch of black ladies to get in there and talk about how rough it is and how much.
We love you, beautiful black women.
Right, and we do. So that's not. But at the same time, what we do love, and also, but it threw into that gulag of. Threw them into the gulag of all those ladies that are ready to tear up somebody when they're doing some shit wrong, right? On Twitter specifically.
In their opinion.
Yes.
Not even like...
And then most of them never even watched it. If you really read down there, they're just talking about how they felt about him, not even anything he said. So then if you go back, so then that made me, let me go look on the special to see what he actually said. And then he talked about, yes, now, because I cannot go out and promote. Usually you could get on radio stations, you can go out and talk, you could do videos and shit like that. But he's saying like all you have now is the kind of what's the backlash or the people talking about it to promote it.
I can't fuck with him on that because he was on the Breakfast Club literally the day after the special came out. So you could have promoted.
But Breakfast Club maybe doesn't have that many views right now. I mean, if you look,
not gonna promote their show, but they're doing good.
I'm not saying they're doing bad, but Breakfast Club, their shit varies. If you look at it varies.
It's
it goes
Kevin
up
Hart, bro.
and down.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
It's Kevin Hart. If Kevin Hart does an interview,
But we're talking about pushing the needle on views on YouTube.
Oh, is that what we're talking about?